great segment. It's Home Timber and Hardware stuff you may have missed.
Your local Home Timber and Hardware.
The proper hardware store.
Now look, there's a club under a lot of pressure. It's Parramatta, we know that. But Nathan Hindmarsh, who's leading the side, he's trying to get them out of this slump they're in. He thought he'd go down to Canberra the other day and just lead from the front. Have a look what he did as the Canberra Raiders ran on the field here. He started singing their theme song, The Green Machine. Have a look at him. Everybody goes with the green machine. And in the background, here's a lady who didn't like Luke Burt's 250th. She poked the tongue out at him. Now she's just giving it to him, the same lady. Now the Sharks haven't had a lot of success. Now they're throwing the kids all over the place. They love doing it. Jeff Tuvey, he had a win the other night. Look what he does to celebrate. Geez, you think he'd be happier than that? What about this kid with Anthony Watmo doing his best? He wouldn't touch him. And this is an interesting one. Nate Miles. Now this is James Graham running on. Now Nate Miles noticed all this stuff, so he thought he would just grab it and just throw it straight in the face of James Graham. Straight in his face. Have a look at James Graham, and he sees the funny side of this as well. Now the other night we saw a fantastic soccer game between the Cowboys and also the Newcastle Knights. A soccer game in rugby league. Have a look at this. This is the last try of the match. It's a second kick. Here's the third. Here comes the fourth. Maybe another one. Down he goes, straight over. Now, we also love a falcon on this great show. Jeff Robson cops one here, right in the noggin. The Sharks pick it up and play on. This is the best one. Chris Houston cops it straight in the head. Poor old Chris Houston, 100 miles an hour, straight into his head. Well, we're in Melbourne, so we've got to have some AFL. And his goal umpire's copping it. There's one, he gets it again, right in the noggin. This one from 2 weeks ago. It's a beauty. Bang. Down he goes. Here's another one from 1 week ago. And Jack Rewald, I think it is, putting him away there. This is beautiful. Now, look, all the right, it's a good time here to have a look at what's happened during the week away from the rugby league paddock. Now, Channel 7 is one of the great stations, and this is what they do with their weather.
Set to continue across most of New South Wales and Sydney today. Have a look at that. I can't believe it. In fact, it's been currently sitting on 22 degrees, I believe.
Jacobs from the Today Show. Have a look what this bloke's doing in France behind him in the window. He's having a little flash. How dare he do that bloke? Now as the cameraman gets involved, a little bit of a blue during the rugby during the week. The cameraman in there trying to push them apart, doing some of his great stuff. Look at him, get away from him before you hit me, buddy. All the boys go down and we've got to have some soccer. Here's a dive, the keeper's down, he's got pushed in the chest, he's down. Down he goes, the keeper, he's down for the count. What about this one, kicking the Jets crackers? That's got to hurt. Kicking the Jets crackers. Now this bloke's an athlete. This is half time of the basketball. Have a look at him. You may have misjudged that. What about that one? There's a hit in the old crutch and then a falcon there. That's fantastic. Now, Bo Ryan, we saw Bo before when he was down in Melbourne doing some wonderful stuff for the footy show. He has brought up this doggy and it has become a phenomenon, if that's the right word. Have a look at some of these ones. Here's at the Bulldogs game the other week. Look at that bloke. It's Super Mario brother there. Here they are at the Broncos. Even the mascots are getting involved in it. And a Kiwi in the back. Now, this is over in England, and there's someone in the back doing a doggy in a horse race. But what about this? Here's a world record for doggies. This was last Friday night. Brad Fittler interviewing Jamie Lyon. We've now got 2. Have a look in the background. 3 we've got now. I don't know what we can get to. There's 4. Keep doing them, boys. They're going good. 5, 6, 7. 8. There's 8 back there. Jamie Lyon just keeps talking. There's 10. We're up to 10. What about 11? I can't get more than 14, 15. More doggies. There's doggies everywhere. We've got 14. Can we get more? Yes. There's another one. Another one in the background. These blokes love a doggy, so to speak. Look at them go. There's a couple more. Let's just throw them in there. And there's 9. I think there's another one, but wait. There's more. Have a look at the background.